Black Supremacy's Nattyisisyah, and today is Drop Your Drawers Day. I would show you that I ain't got no drawers on, but you gotta be here to see that. Anyways, today's supposed to be panty free day, and I noticed a lot of sisters who are supposed to be vegan and conscious are still wearing panties from um, Victoria's Secrets and all these Asian underwear boutique stores and trying to wear the lingerie like the white woman and spending a lot of money. Black people talk about all the money that women are spending on the weaves and the perms and the fake nails and the fake hair, but a lot of you forget that thousands and hundreds of thousands, is being spent on panties um, to cover your vagina and your buttocks. And it's like this fabric that you're putting on to cover your an orifice that's supposed to be breathing, the fabrics that you're putting on there is not breathable. A lot of it is polyester or some type of polyethylene or polyplastic material. Not cotton, not breathable. Really just messing with um, the culture of the vagina that it needs to breathe and to maintain its self cleanability. We talk about the vagina self cleans itself and all of these things, but we want to cut off the air supply and cut off a very important part of what it means to be free and to be a woman. Everything seems to have to be kept on some type of locking and keep. But I want to say that you definitely need to liberate the vagina, free that up. There's nothing more revolutionary, um, you know, in terms of sexual health than liberating the vagina and making sure that it's getting everything that it needs and all of that. So of course you definitely want to undress down there today, and not just today. I mean, I've been doing this for a while now, and it's very freeing because underwear, um, when you wear a lot of these underwears, you might have the cotton underwear, but the lining that is on the cotton underwear are the trimming still made out of plastic. That's why sometimes when the ends come out and you could pull that thing for days and days and days, that string that comes from it that's holding the plastic together, that's what that is. So you really want to pull that underwear off altogether and free up. You know, we giving into capitalism by wearing these underwears and funding these companies that don't care about us. Um, just think about the amount of water that they're using to make these products, to grow these fabrics, to 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 make for these underwears, right? In countries where they're not paying people a rightful rate wage, um, and not replenishing back to earth. Underwear, panties are really not a renewable resource. Like if you throw it in the ground, it's not you're not necessarily going to get anything out of it. Um, even if we're talking about making our own underwear and all of that, these things is all vanity. Especially when you're looking at taking it off at the end of the day. Some women can barely keep their bra on, keeping the underwear on. I know I used to um, get an irritation from the plastic. Like if it pulls on one side too much, it seems like it would pull on one side. Like I would feel a whole line of just irritation from where the trimming of the underwear touched my skin. So that was one reason why I stopped wearing underwear. And I mean, uh, a lot of these companies, they have parent companies and they have sister companies. So you might think that you're going to one company, buying some underwear from here, and yet that you're not supporting another one when you're really supporting them all. Um, again, a lot of Europeans are benefiting from this. When you go to these underwear stores, they're not showing black women um, in the as the mannequins are in the advertisements. They're white, maga or skinny European women who have been airbrushed with blonde hair. And even though, but when you go in the store, majority of the customers are black women. But when you go into these lingerie stores and when you go into these stores that are selling underwears, the underwears are getting smaller and smaller and smaller and tinier and tinier and tinier. And they're laced and they're g-strings, but they'll fit your 2 year old or they'll fit your 4 year old. So if we want to affect world change, one thing that I think the sisters can do is to stop buying underwear, right? Throw that shit away. literally throw it away. Who wants to keep underwear for years? I mean, I don't think there's ever been any type of hygienic um teaching where it says, you should throw your underwear out every so many months or every so many years, like they do with makeup. At least with the sickening makeup industry, they at least tell you to throw your makeup away every so often. At least with the toothbrushes, you're told to throw your toothbrush away, what, every 2 months. But with underwears, you know that you could throw that thing in the washing machine 1,000 times and it might come out smelling funky, if you, especially if you don't have a vegan diet. And people are holding on and clutching on to these panties for years and years and years, right? And throwing that up on them, and it just gathering more buildup and more. It gets gross. It's really gross. Panties are disgusting. Throw that shit away. You're just supporting an entity that is not ours. If we're going to be making underwear, this should be a cultural thing, like where underwears all are made by the local material that we created, and that it all has like each woman's underwear has a significant representation. These underwears, they have no meaning, no representation other than um, sleep with me, have sex with me. Then people want to turn around and be mad at men for lusting after these women, and all this, when we have whole industries that are catered to arousing this type of desire in men and women, right? It's like it's how do you justify that? You know, um, some women are probably going to say, "Oh well, wear underwear. That's something that white people do." While we're so caught up in Christianity, because a lot of this is just a Christian moral undertone to a lot of the naysaying and the negativity that is coming from people. Um, Crackers don't have to deal with that, right? They're doing whatever the fuck they feel like, and I think we as people need to do whatever the fuck we feel like. We need space to do whatever the fuck we feel like and whatever we don't feel like. Like whoever just was like, I want to wear a panty. I mean, it really has no meaning to it, no value other than what we were told that it has. But other than that, it's like, what are the health benefits of wearing the underwear? What are the uh, emotional benefits? What the mental and the psychological benefits? And there's probably really none, because at the end of the day, women's vaginas are getting claustrophobic, getting suffocated in these underwears that are really just stifling program. Before you know it, the Black conscious community will be promoting chastity belts to prevent rape. We got to find a balance, right? And we got to find a more freer way. People want to say, "Oh, the Africans were never naked." I've seen several naked Africans, and it's not just because somebody just so happened to take a picture of them at the beach or at the river. You know what I mean? They don't have these hang-ups that we have. People say, "Oh well, we're in America, and I would never let my woman dress like that because this is America, and our people are not. The white man is on the loose, and our people cannot be controlled, and But when do you find this balance? When are you going to erect this change? You know, um, I think we kind of over promote a certain amount of violence also within our own communities, and we overemphasize certain dangers, right? But we don't really try to focus or try to enhance or try to manifest the freeness, the liberation that we can. We don't want to see that grow. And in order to see that grow, you have to take risks and take chances that lead to more liberation. And if you want to truly be free, you have to put some of that shit down, and you have to take some risks, and you have to do some things that you never thought you were going to do before. And for some people, taking off their panties and going panty free is one of those things.